Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here, live via StreamYard, via Facebook Live, via YouTube Live, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody jumping in, giving us a little bit of your time to talk some good, healthy sports talk as always, man. Right now, I'm in the booth. My main man, Miles T. What's good, bro?
What's good? What's good?
Not much,
Just,
man.
just getting
Uh
home from work, man. Spending time with little buddy here.
oh. There you
Yeah.
go. What up, man?
I don't know if I'm in the. There
Yeah,
you go.
look at hey,
hmm
nothing wrong with that.
Say hey, Eric. Hey, man. Say hey, world. Sports world.
I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, whatever's on TV, he look he mesmerized.
Yeah, he just woke up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Hey, pleasure to jump on with you as always, bro. We got some good stuff to talk about. Obviously, we know what's going on with the men's and the women's NCAA March
hmm
Madness tournaments, man. It has been a wild ride.
Yes.
Thus far, one of the craziest ones that we've seen in a while. Unfortunately, my Alabama Crimson Tide and your Tennessee Vols will not be facing off against each other in the Final Four.
hmm
But great season nonetheless for both.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does hurt because this is the best season I know for us. This is the best one we've had.
And
Um,
it's ours too. We went all the way up to number 2 in the country. It's been we ain't done that. Yeah. So
yes,
injuries are like that, but hey, that's what it is sometimes. But it's crazy. The two teams that the team that beat you and the team that beat me are facing off in the semifinals.
yep.
That beat us. So, hey, so we did something. We ain't lose to no okey dokes. So they're
Hmm.
representing their schools. So congrats to them. Congrats to them. But if we played each other, if we played Florida Atlantic 3 times, we're gonna win 2 out of them 3. I guarantee you that.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Right. So, um, yeah, like you said, it is what it is. So, you know, nonetheless, and then also the women's tournament that's been crazy too. So what we're gonna do like right now is just look at the final four matchups, give our predictions and our thoughts, man, of who we feel like is gonna advance to the national championship. And then I believe we have to go ahead and give our predictions uh
Oh yeah.
like tonight, unless we wanna we could jump on again later, give predictions. But I know
The national championship games what on a Tuesday or a
it's
Monday?
it's on Monday, so
Oh, it is.
we might as well just go ahead and give our prediction now.
Okay.
Who you think is going to face off, and who we think is going to be the winner. So let's start with the let's do ladies first. Let's
Yeah.
let's, let's keep it gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing from the ladies on here, but
Mhm.
now let's start with the women's. So the final four, we have number 3 LSU going up against number 1 Virginia Tech, and then in the other game we got a showdown, man. Number 1 South Carolina, number 2 Iowa. Miles, man, what are you feeling about each of these matchups? Who do you think is going to advance, and who do you have hoisting that national championship trophy at the end?
I've seen LSU play a couple of games. I unfortunately one of the games I seen was them getting blown out by South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Virginia Tech play the second half against my Lady Volunteers. I seen them get it. Tennessee played a decent game, but they at the end they didn't have enough firepower and stuff. Virginia Tech outplayed them a little bit in that second half, out rebounded them. So just out of what I've seen with that, I think I didn't really see too. I just seen size really on Virginia Tech. I think they had one little quick guard. That guard that they had, she was a little quick, but overall team speed, and that's the second game team too. I think athleticism is going to get another SEC matchup in the women's Final Four. I mean, championship game. So I'm riding with LSU. I like the two guards that LSU got. Did you ever find out that one girl's name on the that did that rap? Did you see it? You didn't see it?
I still gotta find it out, man.
Yeah, but they got to. I think LSU only lost like 3 times this year. They only lost like 2 or 3 times. So, and so the record speaks for itself. And so they're gonna. I think they have enough to get past Virginia Tech. And same with South Carolina over Iowa. That like that 7-footer that Iowa got though that can shoot threes and everything like that. Had what 40? You said 40 points, 10 rebounds. Yes, that's amazing numbers. That's amazing numbers. I ain't seen too many women on the college level score that many. Like throughout history. Now you might have you can count them maybe on 5 or 6 fingers. Unless you go back to maybe the day like Shamika Holtzclaw days and some of those girls back then, Tamika Kitchens, all that stuff. But so I'm just saying I'm gonna ride with LSU in the first round because I think they're gonna win by in that first game. I think they're gonna have more speed, more athleticism, and basically almost the same thing with South Carolina because I'm not trying to bring up, football, comparing it or anything, but it's just the Big Ten. They just don't have athletes like that. Like that can, they do, but they're just not like as quick and as fast. To me, that's just my opinion.
True.
So, Staley. They've been undefeated the last 2 or 3 seasons, man. I don't see them losing now that they didn't got that far. I can't see it.
Yeah. So I did find her name. It's Flau'jae Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Johnson. You know what I'm saying? She's special. That's what I'm talking about.
What's her number? Ain't she number 3?
I didn't get her number, but I know her name is Flau'jae.
Okay.
Johnson. But yeah, man, for me, looking at the first matchup, I gotta rock with LSU. Angel Reese, she's one of the star players. I think that she's a really good leader for LSU, and I think that they have enough to knock off Virginia Tech. So I do have them advancing to the national championship. And then on the other side, man, this one it's going to be a tight one, but I definitely think that South Carolina, they have top to bottom the better team. I do think that obviously LSU, they have a monster on their team. I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's different. She really is different. She could do it all. She's balling.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you gotta give it to them, and you have to take your hat off to her, especially posting 41 and 10 in the last matchup. That was insane. But yeah.
That's why I think she's quick enough to hang with old girl, the 7-footer from Iowa. I think she could balance that out, and they kind of like cancel each other out a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna get 40. Neither one of them maybe, but they can balance.
They don't actually have a 7-footer. They're probably like 6. The tallest person they got is like 6. She's 6'4". So my bad.
You talking about? I thought she wasn't that tall. I was like,
she looked that tall to me. She looked that tall to me because I'm short. So
I'm short too.
I can't tell no difference from where I'm standing. But yeah, I think South Carolina is well coached. I think that they had a better roster top to bottom. You know, Aaliyah Boston, you know, their star player, she's projected to be a number one pick in there in the women's WNBA draft, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you know, I got to rock with South Carolina and LSU. So let's make it a good old fashioned SEC showdown, you know, for the national championship. And like you said, man, I can't see South Carolina. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I just can't see it. South Carolina losing, because even when you pressure them, they still find a way. They bend and they go, and they just come. They keep coming at you. They coming at you, coming at you. And you know, we saw Maryland this past weekend. This earlier this week, they came out trying to punch them in the mouth. But you know how the boxing matches go. You exert all your energy early, but you got to be able to last those later rounds. So
4 quarters.
That's
4 quarters.
Yeah,
I think they do play quarters too, don't they? They play 4 quarters.
They do. Yeah. So they South Carolina is built to win. So yeah. So and then in the men's side, man, like let's look at the matchups there. So Final Four we got and that's going to be this Saturday. Florida Atlantic going up against San Diego State. Then you got Miami going up against UConn. So how are you feeling about this? Obviously, we don't have any number one seeds this year. Never really ever seen that. Who do you got in each matchup? Who you got winning the national championship?
I don't know if I said, but I said South Carolina is going to win on the girls' side. But
you did.
Yeah, okay. But that side, we don't really know nothing about Florida Atlantic and San Diego State. All we know is they beat us and sent us home. That's all I really know, because I ain't watched them all year until like the till the tournament started. So you've been seeing highlights of. I haven't heard nothing from Florida Atlantic. I mean, even though they record is what, they 34, they're 34 and like 3 or something. 34, they got a good record. 35 and 4,
35 and 3.
Yeah, so they know how to win. I mean, you ain't gonna win. I don't care what league or whatever you play. If you win in 35 games, you know how to play the game, and so they're resilient. We had them down. We had them in the first half down by 5, going into the second half, and I know we got a solid defense, but they just kept coming. They got a guard. I know his. I think he's number 2. He the one to hit that game winner against Memphis before they played against us, and he's nice. He's their leader that I seen in that Memphis game. They got size a little bit, and they athletic. You know, them Florida boys that's Florida. That's dead in the heart of Florida. Boca Raton, beautiful campus too. Beautiful campus right off the ocean. Boca Raton, that's a nice campus, and you know that's where Lane Kiffin coached at a couple years ago, not too long ago. So it's a beautiful campus, man, and I just think they're San Diego State, some grown men though. Them some big boys, man.
Yeah.
They're big. I'm not as in like fat, but they just solid. They're like, them boys look like some of them can play defensive end a little bit, man. I'm telling you, so
they need diversity because they all 25.
Yeah, they look like it. They look like it. They definitely don't look like college kids.
They've been in the tournament like 4 times with each other.
And so they've been doing it since they've been 10th and sophomores and stuff. So 10th and I keep saying 10th grade, and freshmen and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be biased here because Florida Atlantic beat us, but I'm gonna go San Diego State because I think there's, like you said, they've been here before, they got experience, and this is Florida Atlantic's just like first time ever getting this far in school. I think that was their first time ever getting to the Sweet 16 or past the first round or something. But I definitely see the experience of San Diego State outlasting them at the end and the size.
Right.
And so on to that game 2. So I got San Diego State playing, like you said, UConn. They don't won every game by double digits in the tournament. It ain't even really been close.
UConn is different, bro.
Yeah, they are. They're different this year. I haven't seen this UConn since like the Ray Allen days and
UConn has
well, even Kimber Walker's that time when they won the national championship or the Big East tournament. They didn't win the national championship. I think they won. Did they win the national championship that year?
I I
I
think
know they won the Big East championship and they made it to the tournament. I think they might have did.
I think they did win the national championship that year with Kimber.
Yeah, but we didn't see that till the tournament time though. You know what I mean? That team, like UConn's big, they started off like 12, 13 and 0 when they went on like a 2 or 3 game losing streak and was up and down a little bit there.
Yeah, it was 2011.
2011, yeah.
That was my first, sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
It was
definitely this is that team like that. This is that team like that that's scary. They got guards. They're not selfish. They got size too. And now Miami, that guard they got, I think he's number 23, their point guard.
Miami.
For Miami, he can shoot. He can shoot, man. And they're not scared. Miami's not scared. They got a big man underneath, built like one of them San Diego State guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's tough. So I just don't. At the end of the day, I saw what I seen. I seen Miami play in their Elite Eight game, not the Elite Eight game, but the Sweet 16 game. What I seen out of Miami, they're streaky a little bit, but if they get hot, they can hurt you from downfield. They're good shooting team and 3-point shooting team. But what I seen with UConn, which I done seen them about 3 or 4 times this year, and I seen just a whole complete team, even depth, 8, 9 deep. You know what I mean? So in championship time, that could overcome and overwhelm other teams like that, especially a team like Miami that didn't nobody have penciled in, maybe not even make the field of 64. But I don't think maybe UConn might not have been either. But
Miami has 7 losses.
Yeah, so that's not actually bad out of 32 games.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not pretty. That's not that bad, So we'll see, man. I'm gonna go with Florida because I think
Miami.
I think Florida. I think it's gonna be Miami and San Diego State. I think Florida is gonna get Miami's gonna get hot on that 3-point line, and it might be a little too much for UConn. But I do like Bobby Hurley. It ain't Bobby Hurley. It's his older brother. I can't think of his name. But so I'm going with Miami versus San Diego State. And that's championship.
And who you got winning?
I'm going San Diego State, man. I got San Diego State. Because like you said, they got grown men. And the experience conquers all sometimes, especially on the college level like that.
Mm-hmm. So for me, I got San Diego State beating Florida Atlantic. Like you said, I mean, these dudes are grown men. We've already touched on it. They had the experience, and they haven't been this far, but they've kept getting close to it, and they finally got over the hump. So even though I still disagree with the call at the end against Creighton. I still don't that you don't make that call at the end of the game, but not to take away from what San Diego State, has been able to do. And like you said, when you've been together this long, like you have that experience. Florida Atlantic is just happy to be here. I mean, obviously they want to win, but they didn't. I mean, I'm not gonna say they didn't think they could get there because everybody has confidence, but Florida Atlantic in the Final Four, they if you ask them that, months ago, they would not have told you that, But I got San Diego State, Miami, and UConn. This definitely is an interesting matchup in the fact that you brought up the Miami being hot from the 3-point line. That is going to be significant. But I also think that looking at UConn, their bread and butter is in the paint. Like they get like I swear 80% of their points in the paint, and it's crazy. It's like everybody.
They play that old school basketball.
Everybody that they play can't stop it. What is that? Adam Sanogo. That's his name. That dude right there is Adama Sanogo. That's their boy. That's he like Shaq on their team. So if Miami, I feel like if Miami can find a way to maybe get him in foul trouble and not give up easy baskets, you know, against the teams that I watched, you know, them play. When he touches the ball, it's like they're like, all right, man, go ahead. They don't get physical with him, and he just has his way. So Miami's gonna have to find a way to get physical with him, make him uncomfortable. When he catches that ball in the paint, hey, bring a double team. make it very uncomfortable for him. But like I said, I think that UConn will find a way, and I think that they'll advance. And then I have UConn and San Diego State, and then I got UConn winning it all. So I'm gonna go with UConn. But it's definitely gonna be crazy to see. I'm excited to see how it all shakes up. But moving along, man.
One quick. I think San Diego State is definitely gonna beat FAU. But even if I think San Diego State can beat either one of those teams. I do think it can beat Miami or you. I'm going with San Diego State no matter who comes out of Miami.
They could.
So they do got the size to hang with that dude. They got the size.
6'7" and 6'5" and 6'6". They got all that, and it's like 5 guys over 6'4", 6'5" on their team. So they have the size, and they can just keep rotating and rotating and rotating. So, that's what I'm rocking with. And moving on, man, shifting into the NBA, you know, for the East and West. So you have any surprises or favorites going into the playoffs right now? I do have a surprise, but yeah, I got anybody that, you know, is a favorite at this point in time, or are you surprised by anything just yet? I know we still got a little bit of time before the playoffs is winding down these last few games. So,
you know, my surprises that shouldn't be a surprise, but they are. The Los Angeles Lakers. Them boys Reeves, that boy, hey, that boy back, that boy 2 games back to back, scoring over 20 when LeBron was out. He's showing he's that dude. Reeves is about to get him a contract, maybe next year, or the Lakers better get ready to pay him, or he's leaving. So like he got maybe 1 more year with him. I'm sure he's still on his rookie contract. So but if you don't pay this man, but I'm just saying, I think the Lakers now, especially with LeBron James back, now that was only his 3rd game back since he's been injured, maybe his 3rd game, I think. But he's just now, just like he said on the interview the other day, he said by the time this road trip they're doing, I think they got 2 more road games. He said that he should be back in shape by then. So. And I believe him. He said he knows his body, and I know he does. Everybody know he does. He's been phenomenal in Iron Man his whole career. So, I mean, I just think the Lakers are that surprise team that could maybe even reach the Western Conference Finals, because I don't see no dominant team in the West. I don't see not one dominant team. Denver's been in first place back and forth all year long. First and second and third, going back up to first now. But, you know, they're a good, solid team. But I think the Lakers coming out the West. Now, the East is different if they do get out of there. But with they in the West, I think in a 7-game series with a healthy LeBron, healthy Anthony, like I told you last week when we was on the show, they 8-9 deep, man. If you look at their roster, they 8-9 deep since the trade. They can bring people in there, get LeBron a rest early in the game, so the second half he can come out there and just be freight train, you know. So
true.
That's my surprise team that could just come back. It's probably not surprising a lot to anybody, because a lot of people, because you know they got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So some people saying like they just been sucking all year. They supposed to been doing this. No, they ain't had this team all year either. So all together in the pieces. So. I say the Lakers are my surprise team that could come out of the West and make it to the NBA Finals. And coming out of the East, I'm watching them right now playing against these 2 right here, Milwaukee and Boston right now. It's going to be the winner out of those. I think this is the Eastern Conference Finals right here.
Bucks getting the brakes beat off of them.
Yeah. I forgot Jay Crowder even went to the Bucks. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just became an ultimate defensive team, man. You know, so
Not tonight. They getting smacked.
You said what now?
I said not tonight. They getting smacked by 20.
Yeah, that's right now. You know, I mean, yeah, they just came off of. I mean, last. Did you see the guy? I mean, come on, now. You can't expect Superman to show up every time. Now, golly.
Yeah, you can.
They just got some kryptonite for him tonight. That's it. Yeah.
Hey, nah, so I'll be honest, that's my guy. But
yeah, so.
But yeah.
But Drew Holiday had 51. I mean, last night. I mean, if they play like that, everybody in trouble.
He's a scorer for real. But for me, I would say like as far as like surprises, I would say the Sacramento Kings, just because they clinched the playoff berth for the first time since 2006, so they ended that drought. That's 16 years with no playoffs, bro. That's surprising, you know, and I think that's a team. Sacramento has all the talent in the roster to they could come out of the West. You never know.
Okay, I think they can, but
Sacramento is.
I think that experience with the Lakers, if they was to meet up, could overcome them. Almost like the San Diego State thing, man.
They got some young. Listen, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Sabonis. They got some dogs on their team now.
Yeah, definitely.
Sacramento is a look. I'm not. They're the third seed. They're still a dark horse, bro. They could come out. A lot of people not talking about that, but you know, Phoenix. If they were healthy, well, I know Kevin Durant is back now, so you know they could somehow put it together. Like they have a chance too. But you know, as far as surprises, I like Sacramento. I don't have.
I forgot about Phoenix, like because Kevin Durant I forgot he played his first game on Wednesday again last night. I forgot about that.
So yeah, Phoenix has they had the capability to go the distance. I mean,
I don't think they have the depth though. I don't think they have the depth to do it. If you really look at their bench now, they're about 5, maybe deep, 6 deep. That's total. You know,
shoot, they could get there off of their starting 5. Really.
That's true. That's true.
Look, but you know, we'll see. But I definitely, you know, keep y'all eyes on the Sacramento Kings. I'm not really picking anybody to come out of the East or West just yet, but you know, I don't. I'm gonna wait till you know the matchups are set and everything like that. But
yeah, that's really where you can really tell like what really when the matchups that we see in the first round. Right. You know, because if Sacramento plays the Lakers in the first round, you be like, you know what? All right, LeBron, you better get with these young Thundercats now.
Because they ran them out the gym. But I you know, I want to see how these last few, you know, games play out. Who's coming in with the momentum? You know, who's playing championship level basketball like right now until playoff time. So I'm definitely watching for that.
Sure.
And moving on, so let's talk about NFL free agency. Any you know, what are your thoughts on free agency so far in regards to trades you know, that's happened? Any thoughts around, you know, all the case? It's been a lot that has happened, but
yeah,
pick out, you know, 1 or 2 things. Like, what would you say kind of stood out to you, and what are your thoughts about it?
Of course, you know, y'all. I think y'all made the most moves. Of course, Chicago has in the off season. I give you that. I give you that for sure. But y'all also wasn't a playoff team last year. Y'all had the actual #1 draft pick, so you know y'all wasn't that good.
No.
So, yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, but the moves y'all made is definitely. I can definitely see y'all, and then Aaron Rodgers probably won't be in that conference no more or that division. I can definitely see y'all. With the moves y'all made, I can see a playoff team. I can see that. And there's 1 year experience of Justin Fields already. I still think they need to draft a receiver. I think y'all need a good receiver, kind of like that guy from, you know, who I think could be there. That could be a deep threat that y'all might know. DJ Moore can be a deep threat too, but he's more one of those DJ, you know who DJ Moore? And it's so funny because he just came from them. He kind of reminds me of Steve Smith a little bit.
Yeah, DJ Moore is more of like a he can be a deep threat, but he's definitely a possession receiver. And he slants, literally precise. He catches those 50-50 balls. Like he really has the whole package. But
yeah, definitely. I can see if y'all get like a guy that can go deep, because I think he might be around for y'all. Because y'all got what? How many first round picks y'all got? 4?
We have 1 first round pick, but we have.
But you had 7, like over, huh?
We got 1 first round pick. And we got 2 second round picks, and we have 10 draft picks in all. So
yeah,
we could trade back up, and we can trade back into the first round if we wanted to. But we have 2 picks in the second round.
So, you know, because I was looking at some predictions today. You know who y'all could steal, and just get him maybe in a mid-second if he's still around. Jalen Hyatt.
I was going to say that too.
Jalen Hyatt. If y'all get him and he's just sitting there in one of your picks in the second round, yes, I'm telling you, that's all you need for him. And Justin Fields broke down the defense, making corners come back up there, and he just launch it on out there. Jalen gone. You know what I mean? So I just think that could balance it out a little bit. And then you got a chance to get maybe 2 of them like that. You know what I mean? Maybe at a different school, but he kind of got that. They've been talking about some oh my God, what team it came from? It was an HBCU school. But I was watching this because they had the HBCU Pro Day this year. You remember when they showed that finally that one for the first time? They were showing some of them receivers that they were saying he had D1 talent, talent, just like he could have been playing these big schools, but they said something. I guess he wasn't recruited at the time that well or that highly and stuff like that. But he, you know, at Jackson State, he was I don't think it was Jackson State though, but one of those schools he was you know, 3-year guy, you know what I mean? And he's got the experience now. And that I think y'all need 2 y'all out of you said 10 picks y'all got? Out of 2 of them first 3 rounds, you need to get at least two top-notch receivers, young receivers like that could contribute right away. And y'all be back in there and y'all really would do it. But who made the best moves was the Miami Dolphins. They done got Jalen, they done added Jalen Ramsey, and they done had a Chubb. They done had Chubb. They done added Chubb now. Not Nick Chubb, but the Chubb.
Bradley Chubb. That was that. They had
Bradley Chubb. They did that last year though. Yeah, but it was mid-season. But I'm saying, but he's finally gonna be. That was like at trade deadline. I think half the season was gone when he finally went over there. So he's gonna be over there with that defense and adding Jalen Ramsey to already decent defense already last year. Right in the middle of the pack of the league. So and then you got them like them burners, them 4-3 guys, Waddle and. I mean, I think they need to get a running back in the draft. You know, I think they need to pick up a good young running back that can, so they can do a 2-man and guy to add in with what they already got. We'll see though, man. Those are the 2 noticeable things, and then of course what the Jets are doing and with Lamar. I'm still dumbfounded about what's going on with Lamar. I'm not understanding that at all. I'm not understanding this because. I mean, I like your boy Bryce Young, but they got Houston taking him. But if I were Lamar, I wouldn't want to go to Houston. And they got the Colts taking Richardson out of Florida. I mean, if I was the Colts, because they playoff ready right now. If they do, all they need is that dynamic quarterback like Lamar Jackson, and I think they could definitely be a problem. And I would give up. I would draft Richardson and then trade him to Baltimore for Lamar. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
Baltimore has to want.
Yeah, but that's what I'll do. But if they don't want to do it, that means I mean, I'll talk to them before I draft and see how that goes. But if they don't want to act like they don't want to do it, I go ahead and draft Richardson and try it again and see. If they don't like it, hey. You win and win. You both gonna have either way. You're gonna have a strong arm, mobile quarterback at the end. Either one. One's younger than the other. Yeah, it's a rookie. I'd rather take the experienced MVP over that.
Yeah, it's for me, obviously, I got
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Did you hear about what the Falcons are going to do? Did you hear what their predictions? They're going to draft a quarterback. Guess who I saw on the little
they're
draft.
not drafting a quarterback.
That's what they said. That's I ain't saying that's how it's going to be, but oh my God, Will
Levis.
I said, oh my God, I said.
They do need to have a backup for Desmond Ritter, so they probably.
And I ain't getting the Wilson Levitt.
No,
Will Levitt. I'm not doing that.
What the Falcons fall for, like the Jets fell for that Zach Wilson. They hype, bro. They hyped Zach Wilson up so much last year, and I was.
And that's exactly what he falls
for. I'm like y'all, Zach Wilson. Relax, like everybody, calm down. It's Zach Wilson. You getting this hype because he's standing. He is in pretty much workout clothes, throwing the ball with nobody else around. I'm like, look, you need to go. I guess whatever. But I'm like, y'all got finessed in the draft in Zach Wilson, like clearly.
Yeah.
And now they paying for it because now they have to now. Well, I mean, they're in a position
now. Aaron Rodgers playing games with him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers go to the Jets. So
I'm talking about Green Bay. Now Green Bay's got the leverage to let him go or not. So
I mean, honestly, it's really about like what they're getting back because he already said that he wants to be traded. It's just that was my biggest thing. Outside of like my Bears, like I love everything that we've done, like our moves. Go ahead and getting trade the number 1 pick before the draft, getting the draft picks that we got alongside DJ Moore is huge for the direction of this of the organization. So I'm excited about what the Bears have done, bringing Tremaine Edmonds, dynamic linebacker, like bringing in and addressing the needs, a majority of the needs, like in the draft. And now, in the offseason in free agency, and now going into the draft, now we can address offensive line. We can address, 1 or 2 more wide receivers because I do think like we do have like a pretty nice solid wide receiver core, but you never can go wrong with adding like 10 out of those 10 draft picks. You definitely going to draft 1 or 2 receivers. One of them will probably be later, but I can see them taking a receiver. I can see them taking a offensive tackle like with the first pick, and maybe another lineman with the second pick, and then a receiver with that third pick in the second pick in the second round. So it can go either way, but we have the freedom to do whatever we want to do with that many draft picks. So shout out to Ryan Poles, GM, doing his thing.
About time.
Hey, this is his second year.
That's what I'm saying. It's about time y'all had somebody because y'all front office was looking like the worst in the league at one time.
Bro, Ryan Pace is not a GM, bro. He's just there to get the check. That's it. Like Ryan Pace is not a GM. He was just there. But like for us, Ryan Post, he was a part of building that Chiefs, the Chiefs team up to where he helped scout, and he was in that front office in Kansas City. So he has the experience and he knows how to evaluate talent. So I trust him. But yeah, biggest thing, man, the news around the Packers and the Jets, like that's, and I mean, obviously Lamar Jackson, you already touched on that, but I just kind of wanted to touch on, the Jets and the Packers with Aaron Rodgers finally coming out and saying like he wanted to be out of Green Bay and saying like he knew the writing was on the wall. He knew they wanted to go in a different direction. He told them he wanted to be traded on that Friday. And the news didn't break. Well, he came out and said it probably that next week, Monday. What was that, Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days, he came out and said that, yeah, he had asked to be traded. So now it's really about, he's not the one that's holding it up. It's really about the compensation that the Packers are wanting back for Aaron Rodgers. The Packers, they're trying to play hardball, but they also got to understand like Aaron Rodgers is 40. Like you got to
exactly.
They acting like they're gonna get 2 first rounders. And honestly, realistically, bro, if I'm the Jets, go ahead and take my future first round picks because nobody knows who those are gonna be. Go ahead and take. I don't care. I know if it's Aaron Rodgers, bro, I don't care about that. You can have a 13th pick. You can have my first round pick in 2024 and 25 or 20, whatever you go ahead and take all it, because you don't know what that's going to be.
That's true.
Every draft isn't strong.
No.
There's drafts where they're not as strong running backs, there's not as strong wide receivers. Look,
you don't know what you get. You don't know what you're gonna get.
And the Jets are built to win right now. Like, they have a team to win right now. And they went out and got Allen Lazard. They're trying to get Randall Cobb. Like,
they're in talks with Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham Jr. Zeke Elliott, I think, was talking to the Jets too.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, man. These dudes are for real. Like, you got Sauce Gardner. They got two solid running backs. They got that wide receiver core is dangerous if they put all of that together. Then you got like I said, a speedy defense. You got Quentin Williams. You got Sauce Gardner. These boys are ready to go. Like, for sure. And Aaron Rodgers can come into New York and really own. He can own New York. Daniel Jones, who? Like, they look. It'll be a new sheriff in town. You know what I'm saying?
And I can hear him saying it. I can hear Aaron Rodgers saying something like that.
Dude, he would take over New York easily. So, and those, hey, it's gonna be crazy to see what happens, but I think it'll get done. But I think that the Packers are probably gonna try to play. They're gonna milk this thing as far as they can milk it until he has to, probably like the last minute until he has to before the draft, because the draft is only it's 3 weeks away. So
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but yeah, nevertheless, I mean, we'll definitely see how it shakes up.
One more thing about them Falcons, right quick. If I were them, now McKenzie. Is it McKenzie, the guy that he's got from Washington? What's his last name? McKenzie, the quarterback.
I believe so. I think
it is McKenzie or something like that. But if he's a good like almost. I think he's almost like a veteran. I think he's at least right at 30 or something. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got him and you got Desmond Ridder, and who will be a good, because he can just go in there, recover, heal. And I ain't trying to be biased and be against it. Hendon Hooker would be a good quarterback that you can get. Now, I don't know about a first round pick. I don't know about that. But if you can get him in the second round and let him sit a year and a half or two, and let him be a valuable backup, or maybe even compete against Desmond Ridder for the starting job when he gets healthy, if he got healthy. I think that'd be a good young player that could.
Better than Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder, yeah. You think he's better than Desmond Ridder?
I think so.
I do too. I mean, that's just me. I think he is too.
I mean, Desmond Ridder's not bad now. Don't.
No. But that's what I'm saying. That'd be good, 2 young quarterbacks to start your future with, though.
But
and
the Falcons that way. They not built like that mentally.
No, they ain't gonna do it. I'm just saying they don't think that way. No, they're gonna get Will Levis, and he's gonna be a bust.
Will Levis, and then try to turn him into Taysom Hill, and that's
yeah.
They're gonna figure out with pressure he can't throw the ball like that. So they're gonna be putting him in these wildcat jet sweep.
Yeah,
like that's what's gonna happen, bro.
But did you hear Arthur Blank? He was complaining the other day about Lamar Jackson's running ability. That's why he might not be available all the time. Isn't it? Will Levis is going to be a running quarterback. What do you think? That's how he got his name at UK. Y'all don't know what y'all want, man. Y'all don't know what y'all want. That's why we will never win the Super Bowl. Y'all had your chance when you had Shanahan. You had the chance. You messed it. You blew it. Y'all ain't gonna. I don't see nothing within the next 5 to 10 years that the Falcons are gonna make the Super Bowl. I don't think.
No, absolutely not. No. Yeah. First of all, you pass up on Lamar Jackson years ago, so there's that.
Oh my goodness, could have got him just straight out the draft. Oh my God.
In this bad boy, like they're sick. Like, the Falcons are sick, bro. Yeah. But go ahead and draft Will Levis. I laugh every Sunday. So please just whatever. But
that's all right with me. That's why the tickets will be cheap, and I can go to the games because y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
It's gonna be cheap. I know, but they're gonna get their money. They're gonna find a way. So
yeah.
But But yeah, we need to go ahead and do inspiration because we haven't even taken a commercial break. That's how you know that the sports talk been good. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take a quick break, y'all. Come right back and give y'all some inspiration, and we're gonna touch on just opening day for Major League Baseball is today, was today. So keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back on the No Sports Talk show. Again, right here, live via StreamYard, via Facebook Live, via YouTube Live, man. Again, we appreciate everybody jumping in tonight and look, joining us on this sports talk journey as always, man. This is a little bit past the time we normally do our inspiration segment, but we can't end the show without giving y'all some inspiration. So for me, I just wanted to, quickly say um and remind everybody to, control what you can control. A lot of
Mhm.
um things are happening around us, on our job. Me specifically, like there's things that happen in corporate America, even just life in general, outside of work, whatever, that
Mhm.
are out of our control. But just continuing to trust God and controlling your controllables, and that is how you react to what's happening around you and to you. um how do you respond to that, and taking care of what your responsibilities are um when handling and conducting yourself in the work in work in life,
Yep.
outside of work. It doesn't have to just be in work. So um continue to be faithful and prayerful and control the things that you can control, and allow God to control the rest. So that's what I got for y'all. Miles, you got anything to add, bro?
I couldn't have said that no better myself, man. That's pretty much it, man. Just control what you can control, because it's true that. Just I mean, uh, prayers up to those families in Nashville, Tennessee, that
Oh, yes. Yes, bro.
those families, those the mother, of those kids, the grown. I think it was three teachers and faculties, and then three students, I believe.
It was
9 year old
seven.
9-year old kikids. You know what I mean? These people are crazy out here, man. And watch your back. Be aware of your surroundings, where you at, and quit. Don't if you ain't got to be out at 12, 11 o'clock at night at Walmart or anywhere, even especially getting gas early late at a gas station and stuff like that. There's a lot of that going on. Be
Yeah,
careful out here, man. These people, this what it's coming. I'm telling you, this is all the signs of what's in the Bible and what God said is going to do. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen, man? This is crazy. All this stuff, man. I
yeah,
just said they need to get more security at these schools. They need to do all that stuff. It's not just the crazy people. It's what these some of this stuff is allowing to happen at school. I think every school should have at least a security guard right up front,
yeah.
because managing.
To be
Yeah,
able to walk straight up to a school and walk in like that, like,
and well, they actually shot the door open with the
oh
glass. They shot
no,
the glass. Yeah.
yeah,
But it's still, you shouldn't have been able to got that close to the door. I just don't
that's crazy.
understand that stuff, man. It's
It,
just,
it's
just
it's crazy. It's a crazy world, broken world, bro. For real.
yeah, just do what you just make it right in your world, because you don't have to be part of what's going on in this world, because you can control what goes on in your world each and every day by praying, loving your family, and controlling, like you said, what you can control. And that's it.
Right. Exactly.
Amen.
Amen, man. Well, hey, that was our inspiration again. We just hope that that touches somebody, inspires somebody, as always. In wrapping things up, man, just wanted to quickly touch base on opening day. Major League Baseball is back, so Braves back in business. Shout out to my Cubs, man. When the Cubs are my first team, Braves my second team. Shout out to the Cubs, man, winning the home opener 4-0 against the Milwaukee Brewers. But shout out to the Braves too, man, for taking care of business. On the road, it was the opening day, but their home opener is going to be next Thursday. I'm actually going to be going to that. With my job, me and my team at work, we're actually going to be going to that game. So shout out to the Braves getting the win 7-2 against the Washington Nationals. So hey, that's a solid game. You know, obviously this is a new team this year. Dansby Swanson is not here. He's actually playing for my Cubs now. You know, Freddie Freeman is obviously not here. So, you know, it's different, but a good way to start off.
Off. They got a long way to go, though.
A long way to go, all the way till October.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's $7, bro. I wish football. There's no way football can last that long. But
no.
This only. I mean, we still have like the other leagues. You got the XFL, the USFL, and stuff like that. But yeah, so it'll last us at least through the summer and stuff. But yeah,
but that's sports though, and I love that because it's exciting that at least have something to watch at all times. Some people ain't into baseball like that. Like me personally, I'm not into it until really they get to the pennant races and getting down to the end. But
oh yeah, boy,
other than that though,
it's crazy.
But did I tell you though? I think I did say this on the show. I want to see to where after these seasons open up, what the USFL and the XFL, like a couple years down the road, I want to see that champion of the XFL play against that champion of the USFL a week after.
That would
give
be
them a week off. That would be like that. I like that. That would draw a lot of attention to them leagues too. It would.
Yeah. It's kind of like what the SWAC and the MEAC. I know that that's HBCUs, but like those are two different. You know, you got the SWAC and the MEAC. Like it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
to do something similar to that. Like, I mean, maybe that's not the best analogy. I mean, the best comparison, but I just think of it like that because that'd be it's cool. You know, two different leagues. It's two different leagues, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, the best of each league, the best team out of each league.
Former players in the league trying to get back into the league. So that's actually a great idea. I could see that happening.
I could see The Rock doing that in about 2 years after about.
Yeah, The Rock is smart. He got the XFL back. Yeah, they were trying to bring the XFL back for the longest. I used to watch the XFL when I was a kid. Like
I did too,
and it was so cool because it was just different. Like it was. Wild.
I had a couple buddies that went there out of Western. You probably know one of them. I think I told you he played for the Nevada. No, he was called He Hate Me.
Really?
That was his name. You know they used to have the names on the back of the shirt. He was number 30. His name was Rod Smart, and he actually played in the NFL after because he was probably the best running back in that XFL when it was out that first time when Jim McMahon had it.
Yeah.
But he ended up going to play for the Carolina Panthers and stuff. He lasted about 4 or 5 years in the league and stuff like that. But I like it. I like any kind of football, as long as it ain't fixed and rigged up.
Yeah. Yeah. My boy AJ McCarron is lighting it up.
He is. He's representing y'all right now.
He's trying to get back in the league for real. Like
he is. What is he? He's still he about 32? Like your age?
Yeah, AJ yeah, because AJ was we pretty much are the same. Yeah, me and AJ McCarron are the same age, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's not that old.
He's 32. He's 32.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just look it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at school. He was at Bama when I was there.
Yeah.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. But hey, y'all. That's all we have for y'all tonight, man. We hope y'all enjoyed it again. We appreciate all the support, everybody, each and every week, jumping on with us, man, and allowing us to talk some sports with y'all and keep rocking with us. And Miles, I'll let you go ahead and say your goodbyes, bro, before we wrap it up for the night.
Yes, sir. Like always, give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and thank you, VJ. Like always, man. And
Yes, sir.
I'm going on vacation next week. This is my last day tomorrow for about 7 days. I'm relaxing. You
Hey,
hear me?
I'm not mad at you. I
Relaxing.
got vacation the end yeah, the 25th through the 29th. So got
Mm-hmm.
birthday trip. So definitely can't wait for that.
Definitely. And I'm just like always, go Vols. Even though it's over right now, still go Vols. And we still got Vols baseball. I think we in the top 5 in that right now. Every sport you're gonna see them. You're gonna see that big orange, brother. You're gonna see that big orange.
You're gonna see ours too. But we got spring practice coming. Hey, the spring games are coming up soon, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah. They're already out there, yeah. I'm very intrigued to see what I follow Colorado football. I want to see Dion coaching them boys, man. I want to see what they do, man. I do. I'm very interested in that.
They gotta earn their numbers and all kind of stuff you got going.
And
on.
then the Pac-12 too. I think he can make immediate impact at the Pac-12. I think he can.
You gonna see? He could. They gotta they go out there and do their job. But but yeah, man. Like to echo what Miles said, man. You know, thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Obviously, this wouldn't be here without him. And thank you guys again for joining us. And look, we'll be back the same time, the same place next week to give y'all some more sports talk. Good night, be blessed, and as always, roll tide.